two names together can jumpstart a host of feelings and memories through Tuscaloosa and Baton Rouge. Moments of frustration, disbelief, and jubilation due to the battles that these two have had. From national championship games to season derailments, this rivalry has had it all, and we've got even more for you today. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So LSU's offense will go on the attack first. And a lot of thrillers in the history of this series, but last year wasn't one as the tide rolled easily.
It was a beatdown, and it was replayed over and over on the TVs all throughout the facility. LSU, Jesse, had a year to think on that.
They sure did, and that Crimson Tide blowout was big on the recruiting trail, too. These are two programs that are consistently competing for the same five-star athletes across the board. That's a big reason why this game means so much.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Catch in the middle. It's Mitchell. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? The first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
So Alabama's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he's making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Gets the back moving. Wants to fire on second down. Tight end finds a soft spot. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. They'll send the tight end in motion. To the 15. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama! After that, there might be a few extra tackling drills in practice
Listen, when you only got one guy there, it makes it really hard to get to the ground. You need a swarm. Where are my other guys? You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the football to make sure you get them on the ground.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Man, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Wants to go up top. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Mitchell. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes that Alabama offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Off play action on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Oh, the receiver is going to hate watching film and watching that play back because that was a touchdown and he dropped it.
They'll move the tight end. Creates a little room. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on! Inside the 30. Inside the slippery slide. Find his way way away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. OHIO. Ohio State is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout to remember. They're up 14 over Nebraska. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's got him. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Under fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And the defense just gets their fourth sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
He's got it. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll try the run. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
They'll keep it on the ground to the right. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Nothing but punts as a result of the first 3 offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because
he hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Slips through the line. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game, Dave.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
Hauls it in. And they bring it down quickly, but a good gain there.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. From the gun, running back gets the give. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job.
Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
Wants to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go, and wings it incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. The give. Brought down, but not before he pulled his way inside the 10 to the 8. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Enough to move the chains.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown time. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. So they moved the ball 37 yards on the drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it set up on the outside. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. It's caught. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal stride. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. He'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. First and goal. Looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Lindsey. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
That's exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We've still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
Rush is on him. Touchdown, Tigers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this defense, just a little bit of a letdown right before the half. Been controlling this football game, been dominating this football game, giving up points, got to go into half, get it buckled back down, get that intensity cranked back up.
And they tacked on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Out of the end zone. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here. Now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. On the move from inside his 5. He's got great speed. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And nobody's been able to hold that Tiger as LSU builds its lead over Alabama.
And listen, both these teams knew coming into this one that the more physical team was going to get it done, David, and that's been the Tigers, right? On both sides of the ball. They have been dominating in this game.
And putting up points, too. When LSU gets their offense going, they are so hard to beat. Rivalry game, regular game, whatever it is, this offense is cooking.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. Notre Dame is running away with this one today, thanks to an offense that is more than waking up the echoes.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. He'll start this drive going to the air. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Catch in the middle, it's Mitchell. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
LSU quick to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Haynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, they're trailing by a lot of points right now, and the problem is there's usually only one way to get back into it, and that means throwing the ball, and the defense knows it. And that's why they're pinning their ears back. They're dialing up blitzes. Guys are just rushing upfield, and they're finding it easier to get to the quarterback. They've got a few sacks already in this game. It's going to be even easier at this point because this offense has just dug themselves into such a big hole.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Running to the left. Finding open areas. Pass to first down marker and still running. He's got 99 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Looking to throw on first down. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Back to pass. Grab behind the line. It's Henderson. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. Sends it back in motion. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He's got the tight end. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll run the toss. Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bama!
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Mitchell.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now. Right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. On the run, it's Hill. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The give to the back. Got enough for the first down. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
Yeah, and obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, a quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
Hey, here we go.
The toss to the outside. There he goes. He's at the touchdown, Alabama. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And they did tack on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Bowers. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Little. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Wants to throw again. Snagged in the middle, it's Little. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Here comes that Alabama offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what...
Breaks into the open. The 30. The 20. Touchdown time. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. They put another score on the board winning streak to 3. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, we don't get a ton of top 5 matchups, so let's check out how today's Rumble played out. Clemson made it look easy, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Tigers. This could well be the biggest game we see all regular season, and this outcome promises to be a real talking point.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. To the air on first down. Under fire. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
And they get him down. The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. He'll do it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Here's a return from the end zone. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He's got an open man. Turning it on. He's at the 40. At the 20. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all. And that's why so many sacks keep happening.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. On his way back from the 20. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. First play of the drive comes from the 38. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first.
Oh, he's got some space. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long and who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on 1st down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. It'll be 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Little. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down.
You got two. You got two. Set ready.
Give to the running back. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Couple of ranked teams, and it looks as if they're going to be able to hold off the bid to knock them down a few pegs behind this running game.
And we know their identity all season long has been their ability to run the football, but can you do it against the best competition?
There he goes. He's at the 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. Backed up now. Here's second and long.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.